I'm going to say something that's going to get a lot of people angry. I don't like the phrase, I'm sorry for your loss. Every time I hear it, I get angry. Which is weird because, I'm at a lot of funerals and I'm just fuming in the corner because of all the people saying, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't like it because, well, one, it's repetitive. So you got the one guy at the front, his dead wife is in the casket and people are coming up to him and he's crying his eyes out. And then it's like, I'm sorry for your loss. Next, I'm sorry for your loss. Next, I'm sorry. By the 100th, I'm sorry for your loss, at some point you have to go, none of these people give a shit. Because they can't even think of anything to say. They're just going to regurgitate what some Martha Stewart advice columnist came up with 20 years ago. Like, I got it. No one knows what to say at funerals, so I'll just come up with this phrase, I'm sorry for your loss, which doesn't really make sense. It would be more appropriate, like if you lost your car or your dog or something, but you've lost somebody who's the most loved one in your life. But I'm going to say this stupid generic phrase because I don't know what to say. Because I don't want to have to try and stumble and fumble and say something, sincere. So I'll just say this generic, I'm sorry for your loss. And then I'll move on. I'll feel better about myself. The person I said it to doesn't feel better because at some point, if they have a brain at all, they're like, none of these people care because they're just coming up and saying the same stupid phrase to me over and over and over. But Dave, we made the phrase for the people who don't know what to say. Because you know what? The most important thing at a funeral is to make the people who showed up to the funeral the most comfortable. Not the person who's grieving. We don't care about them. I mean, somebody's already died. They're already sad. So, who cares if we offend them by saying this generic phrase that clearly means we don't really care? But, me. I'm the one who showed up at the funeral, and now I'm forced to say something to the grieving husband, and I don't want to be put on the spot. If somebody could invent some stupid phrase I could say that lets me off the hook, because you know what? It's all about me. What? There is a phrase? Oh, great. Hi, I'm sorry for your loss. There, I'm off the hook. Where's the salami? Where's the salami? Yeah. Because why even show up at the funeral at that point? You clearly don't give a shit. I would rather have a funeral where 10 people showed up who cared enough to come up and go, yeah, man, this is rough. It's hit me hard too. But obviously you're going through a lot worse than I am. But trust me, I can feel for you. And listen, if you need anything, I'm there for you. But I'm not going to try and make you feel better about this because this really sucks. And then the person behind him is like, I'm sorry for your loss. That's when you take them, you strangle them, and then you kill them and you throw them in the coffin with your wife. And then you say, I'm sorry for your loss. Is way too dramatic response to that. But I'm just saying, can we stop it? Can that phrase go the way of pronouns? It was a nice try. We got what you were trying to do, but let's all collectively agree it's stupid. And we shouldn't be letting the person who's supposed to be consoling the griever off the hook because they don't know what to say. No. How far does it go? So right now we got a stupid phrase that lets people off the hook because they don't know what to say when somebody dies. How far does this go down the road? Next thing you're going to know, instead of having to say, will you marry me? We're just going to have a generic phrase that a husband or a would-be husband can just throw out in the middle of the dinner. Because, it's uncomfortable to get on your knee and find the right spot and to profess your love. So I, the same person who came up with the dumb phrase, I'm sorry for your loss, also came up with this new thing. Well, while you're at dinner, you can just go, hey, you want to spend life together? And then that covers all of the wedding proposal. You're done. Because, we want to make it most comfortable for you. Yeah, that's how we're going to organize our lives, is let's make it the easiest it can possibly be. God forbid you have to do anything hard.